The former President Uhuru Kenyatta last week made a declaration and a decision to support Fred Matiangi for the presidential bid and for the presidential candidature come the year 2027. Now, with the decision that Uhuru Kenyatta made together with the Jubilee Party, this is a decision that means they sidelined most of the parties that they were rumored to be in a coalition with. Why am I saying this? Remember, it was rumored that Uhuru Kenyatta would join hands with Rigathi Gachagua, would join hands with Kalonzo Musyoka and the DAP party led by Eugene Wamalwa. Now, let's sit down and think about it. Jeremiah Kioni gave an interview to the Star newspaper. In the interview, he highlighted some few things that made them change their mind and decide to settle for Fred Matiangi for the presidential seat. They said that Gachagua and Kalonzo are working behind their back to bring to launch their said coalition where Gachagua, Martha Karua, Eugene Wamalwa and Kalonzo Musyoka will launch Kalonzo Musyoka as their presidential candidate with Martha Karua as the running mate. Now, once Jubilee realized that Jeremiah Kioni called Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, they held a consultative meeting and they decided to go before Kalonzo and Gachagua declare their coalition public and announce that they will be behind Matiangi come the year 2027. Which means Gachagua, Martha Karua, Eugene Wamalwa, Kalonzo Musyoka are out of the picture from supporting Fred Matiangi. Which means when you look at it, Kalonzo Musyoka cannot decide to become the running mate of Fred Matiangi. Same thing cannot happen to Rigathi Gachagua. Same thing cannot happen to Martha Karua because they know the history of Matiangi. Matiangi is a bulldozer. Yes, he might have a very competent record with the people of the Republic of Kenya, but when it comes to the national politics, Matiangi is not a politician literally. Matiangi is a civil servant that can only work with a role that he has been assigned. That is how we have known Matiangi all along. When it comes to politics, it's about strategy. And the strategy that Uhuru Kenyatta deployed to counter Gachagua, Kalonzo, Martha Karua and Eugene Wamalwa's coalition was a lame move. So right now, what we are seeing is Fred Matiangi has to choose a running mate that will befit him to really convince the people of the Republic of Kenya to vote for him. Now, when you look all over the country about the people with the track record of running for politicians who have a track record to be running mates for Matiangi, in the Mount Kenya region, maybe if Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta decides to bring his younger brother Mohoho Kenyatta to the politics. Mohoho is not a politician. He is a technocrat, a man that has dedicated his life to the service of his family as a businessman. It was rumored that Mohoho was being considered by the Kenyatta family to be the running mate of Matiangi come the year 2027. But with the people of Mount Kenya currently aligning behind Rigathi Gachagua, we all know the narrative that Rigathi Gachagua will use to destroy Matiangi if he picks Mohoho Kenyatta as his running mate. The other person that he can pick is Peter Kenneth. But Peter Kenneth has remained to be a man that avoids politics when necessary and joins politics when it best suits him. Are we together? And as of right now, we all know today, being on Monday 10th, is exactly 2 years and 6 months since the UDA government got into office. The Kenya Kwanza government got into office. And one PK, Peter Kenneth, has not involved himself with the politics of the republic. Though Uhuru Kenyatta considers him as the heir to the Mount Kenya kingpinship. So if he isn't even a matter of conversation around the mountain, how will these people pick him to be the running mate of Matiangi? He has to be involved politically and to be vibrant right now, so that we can at least be sure that by the year 2027, he will have convinced people that he is the best fit and his coalition is best fit to run for presidency and to replace the government of William Ruto. But he hasn't done that. When we put the Mount Kenya aside, because Jeremiah Kioni cannot even be considered for running mate. Jeremiah Kioni is a man to work behind the curtains, expecting a nomination in the government if it comes in. Right now, the intelligence that we have, if Matiangi believes through Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta he will secure the Mount Kenya region, and through him he will secure the votes of the Kisii people and some of the Western region votes, then he needs to destabilize Ruto in his own backyard. And that is why the intel that we are receiving is that Fred Matiangi has currently been in contact with the former Baringo Senator Gideon Moi, the son to the late President Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi. Being the KANU leader and knowing the influence that KANU has had in the politics of the Republic of Kenya since this country got its independence, they want to revive KANU and merge it with Jubilee to have or to hand over Gideon Moi the candidature over him being a running mate to Fred Matiangi ahead of the 2027 general election. So they believe that Uhuru Kenyatta believes if Gideon Moi comes into the picture, because Gideon Moi, since Ruto took over power, has stayed away from the national politics. The Moi family has kept themselves away from the politics of the nation. Remember, they were regarded and termed as dynasties. But now, Gideon Moi has to bring the Moi family back into the political realm of this country. And with this Matiangi thing coming in, knowing that even the president, William Ruto, is currently losing footing in the Rift Valley region, then Gideon Moi believes, or Matiangi believes, that with a coalition like that of Gideon Moi, they can now divide the votes of the Rift Valley region towards supporting him. And if the votes of the Rift Valley region are divided, that means there is a chance that William Ruto might lose the election come the year 2027. Now, when you look at that in that manner, it tells you a lot of things. It explains the dynamics on why they decided to go in front of Gachagua and Kalonzo and Martha Karua and Eugene Wamalwa to announce their coalition. Are we together? When you look at it in that dynamics, you see Matiangi is trying to move the chess pieces in the chessboard to align himself with the presidency come the year 2027. But will he be able? With this coalition, he believes he can. And we see also there is a chance of him dividing the votes of the Rift Valley region if Gideon Moi is brought into the picture. But will William Ruto allow that, or he will absorb Gideon Moi into his government? That is the question that we are asking. For now, all I can say, it's just a matter of wait and see. A lot of Kenyans have reacted to this message with different reaction, and allow me to read a few. One John Motuko says, Matiangi akona mzaha. Legislature says Gideon Moi is a big no, look for another capable running mate. Laitori says you will go home very early in the morning. By 10 a.m. you will be done. Choose Didi Nyoro. Titus Igana says porojo. Analyst says sasa akikuja na huyu ameanguka mapema. A lot of people have their different opinions in regards to this. What about you? What do you have to say? Leave your comment on the comment section. See you in our next video. Subscribe.